Newswatch at 5:30 continues, and we are focusing on a painless intradermal delivery of insulin. Dick Crawford, what does that mean?
That's a device that we invented so we can put a drug inside somebody's body painlessly, because it only goes into the skin.
Now, if a drug only goes into the skin, I mean, what's been going on so far? Injections have to go through the layers? Right, is that where the pain comes in?
The technology out there today is a syringe, and the syringe goes through the skin into subcutaneous tissues that have nerve endings that give you the ouch. So we're the only one in the world right now to perfect a device that only goes into the skin only, the skin layer.
Now, the cat's out of the bag. This has been in development for how many years?
5 years.
And this just came kind of to the public now. Why?
Why? Because we won an award last week at the Gallo Awards for Peterborough Chamber of Commerce.
Congratulations, Innovation Award winners.
Yes, and we're at the point where we need public exposure of our device. We kept it under wrap for 5 years until the technology developed to the level that we need it.
Okay, so all of the hoopla is about, you have an actual sample of the device right here in your hand.
Here.
And here it is.
So this
Look how small this is.
Device.
Let's have and see it.
And the beauty of this device is it can be used anywhere there's skin on the body. And I'm just going to use my hand. Could be my arm, my leg, or my torso, or anywhere.
Okay.
Where a syringe is going to be used in 5 points in the body.
Why is that?
Because you need enough tissue in order to absorb the drug.
Okay.
We use the skin because the skin is the biggest organ in the body and has a lot of interstitial fluid that takes the drug into the bloodstream faster, twice as fast.
No way.
And that's what this chart shows here, that this is our drug here. We get a peak here, and this is the syringe peak is there. So we're twice as fast to get the drug into the bloodstream. People who take insulin have to gauge the time between when they take their meals, so they have to inject themselves before the meal. So this way they can inject themselves less time before the meal.
Okay. So then it goes flat here. Now, why insulin? And I know that this is a very important connection with Dr. Modi, who helped do this development.
Yes, Dr. Modi, who invented it. The reason why it's important that we use insulin, because insulin is used by a lot of people around the world. There's 177 million people that have diabetes.
Okay.
Right, so this device allows them to use it painlessly, and so therefore they'll be able to use it more often when they need to use it. When people are getting stuck with a syringe that has an ouch to it, people try to avoid taking it.
So can you show us how it works?
Yes. Okay. This is a very simple device. It's easy to make, and we put it on the skin as you're shown, and we press down once, and when we press down, the needle goes into the skin and delivers the drug into the skin. Then you will hear a click, and then the patient will know that they got the drug. Because it's painless, they won't know where they have the drug. So that's simple as that. And it's disposable, just like a syringe, and you throw it away. So it's a one-shot device.
And so inside, so this is charged already with all of the medication when it comes to a patient.
And we're going to color code the cap to indicate the different number of units that the person wants to have for insulin.
Okay.
It might be red for 5 units or blue for 10 units and so on. Because when people who have diabetes get older, their eyesight fails. So it's hard for them to look at a syringe to see what the marking is.
Oh.
This way they look at a color and they know exactly what I need to take. And you can put this in your pocket, the purse, so it's easy to do.
Oh my goodness! And you won't discharge the medication. You won't poke anything.
That's right.
Now, is the needle so?
When the needle comes back in the device,
it
then goes into a different channel, so it can't be used again. So there's no street value, right? With a syringe, people on the street can be injecting other drugs into the syringe.
Okay.
So there's no street value with this. And it's also very safe. Like in hospitals, nurses have to be careful about the syringe after they use it. It retracts and you can't come out again.
Okay, I have one last question before we move into the property here on Merit Precision Molding, which is also part of the manufacturing here. Aren't you Dick Crawford of Crawford Building Consultants?
Yes, I have 2 businesses.
What's the connection between you and medicine? Why did you become part of this?
I have 40 years experience in the pharmaceutical industry, and Crawford Building Consultants builds pharmaceutical plants and develops the technology inside for the machines and equipment that makes pharmaceuticals.
And that's based, and Crawford Building Consultants is based in Lakefield.
That's right.
So, yay Lakefield. All right, we're going to move into the property here on Merit Precision and find out a little bit more about the manufacturing of this very special little piece of equipment. Getting ready for worldwide exposure.
Newswatch at 5:30 continues, and we're following the PKA Soft Touch story regarding that. I guess we're going to call it a micro-injection device. Is that right?
That's right, microneedle injection device.
Okay. So what brings us to this facility, Merit Precision Molding in Peterborough?
We had to develop partners in order to make our device, and Merit Precision and Steelworks were the two companies that were in Peterborough to help us develop our device. And so to make our device, which is made out of plastic, we went to an injection molding company that Merit can make a lot of these for the devices for the market.
So what do you foresee then? And at what point will we be in manufacturing, the manufacturing stage of this device?
We expect to be making some of these devices for the clinical trials in next year. We'll be a large number of devices. After that, when it goes in the market, in the year after that, we would make thousands of devices per day.
And those will all be made in this area?
They'll be made here. We'll probably need about several of these injection molding machines to make the number of devices that we need for this market.
This is exciting news. It also must be significant gambles, too, not just for investors, but for your time, Dr. Modi, companies and organizations like Merit. That's a big gamble, is it not?
Yes, it is. There's always a risk to do this business, but we knew this device worked 5 years ago, and that's why we decided to incorporate and build this device. This device will be a boon to humankind around the world, because it'll make it easy to deliver drugs to somebody's body without pain.
All right. Well, we're going to have more with Dick Crawford and the team from PKA Soft Touch as we move on to Steelworks in a moment. Newswatch at 5:30 continues, following the story of PKA Soft Touch Corporation and the development, invention, and future distribution worldwide of this micro-needle device. In fact, machines like the one behind me here at Merit Precision Molding in Peterborough at this facility will be responsible for making these in the tens of thousands in the years to come. Newswatch at 5:30 continues, following the development of a device that's going to change the administration of injectable medicines around the world. This is so exciting. So we've been brought now to Steelworks Design in Peterborough. What's the role that this company has played in the development of the micro needle?
Micro needle, yes. We chose Steelworks because they have the technology to develop the tooling to make the bubble. The bubble contains the drug that goes inside this little device here. So it's a very small bubble, but it contains all the medicine you need to be injected in the body.
So when that is that already been created then, that machine, or is that in development now?
It's in development now. We already created the machines that make this bubble. It's already perfected, so we're ready to go to the next step.
So where will these small bubbles be filled then with the medication?
These machines we're taking to a sterile facility, either a sterile hood or a sterile room, where we need to assemble the devices in the sterile condition and put the bubbles inside the device in a sterile condition, because the needle has to go inside the body, so it has to be sterilized.
Why did you pick Merit and Steelworks?
Well, we have a business person that we use for business advisory services, and so he recommended Merit Precision and Steelworks as being companies who could help us out. So now they're our partners.
So this is, again, exciting news for everybody. And congratulations to you and the team who helped get this development in the first place.
Well, yeah, thank you very much. This will be a big impact on the local economy. If we look at there's 3 million diabetics in Canada, this will represent 13,000 devices per day if we get 1% of the Canadian market. So we're talking some large numbers.
And at what point do you think that will start happening? When will we start seeing that effect and that development here?
That should occur in 1.5 to 2 years from now.
Well, when that is in progress, can we have a catch-up appointment at that time?
Absolutely.
Okay. It's Dick Crawford from PKA Soft Touch Corporation developing this little star of the show. The world is getting ready to see this micro needle injection device that will inject medication with a needle without the ouch, right?
That's right.
Without the ouch. Alrighty. Newswatch at 5:30 has run out of time. Thanks for joining us tonight.